Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly TarotScopes, and I will wait for a few moments. I had the wrong start time on my live stream, so some of you might not be getting notified at the right time. I fixed it yesterday, but who knows how those things work. Hi, CJ. How are you? Thanks for joining. We'll wait a few minutes while I shuffle the cards to get ready for our weekly TarotScopes. I haven't seen the notifications go out yet. Hi, Donna Marie. I was just saying that I had good to see you. I had the wrong time when I set up this live stream. I had the wrong time set up initially, so I'm not sure whether you guys, are getting notified at the correct time or not. But we'll wait. The YouTube will send out the correct time now that I'm here. Hi, Marianne. Good to see you. Yay, TarotScopes. I know I shouldn't do this. I kind of like to have a little iced coffee pick me up in the late afternoon. It's a really bad habit. I really don't need it. It doesn't keep me up, but probably doesn't make my sleep more restful. Hi, Peace Love. Hi, Melody. Good to see you. So, I'm shuffling the cards. You guys are giving me more time to shuffle as I wait for a few more people to pop in. There may be some other live streams going on right now, too. I just haven't noticed. I am otherwise occupied on Sunday nights. Hi, Mystic Shining. My fellow Libra. And Nancy G. Good to see you. Oh, my gosh. All right, what does this mean? Twice now while I'm shuffling the cards, I've gotten this card. It's flown out. This is the Two of Pentacles. This is about being off balance, needing to make decisions, right? I was just asking, what do I need to know? Apparently, I need to find some balance in my life. That's probably true. All right. It's so hard when you're shuffling, when you're throwing cards for yourself. I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but Melody's a Libra too. Okay, good. I always feel, I don't know why I'm skeptical of the cards that I throw for myself. I just can't really read them like I read for other people. It's very, very interesting. Anybody else have that experience? I've got too much skin in the game, like all the skin in the game, when I'm reading for myself. You can relate to the Two of Pentacles? Yes, me too. So anyway, welcome to our weekly TarotScopes for the first full week of Pisces season. My Mystic Shining, you only read for yourself. And Joyful Journey, hello, good to see you. Yeah, I would be interested to find out if you started reading for somebody else. I feel like when there's somebody sitting across the table from me, it's a whole different ballgame. Yeah. So maybe I should play a game, pretend like I'm sitting opposite myself or something. I don't know. Hi, blessings to you, Fatima. Good to see you. How are you? All right. So I'll get started. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. We only have a few here, but we'll have more popping in and more watching later. So that's okay. So this is like I said, this is our first full week into Pisces. And these are your TarotScopes for the week of February 23rd through March 1st. Wow. Can you believe the end of the month is here? It's crazy. So anyway, we have a lot of Pisces in the house, I know, and so just want to welcome everybody, and welcome you to your birthday season. How exciting. And so Pisces season, what does that mean? We are in that final, dreamy, intuitive place at the end of the zodiac, right? Where we wrap things up, we close out the astrological year. Pisces is ruled by water. It's a water sign ruled by Neptune, I should say. And this period of time emphasizes compassion, creativity, emotional depth, and reflection, marking a time to embrace your spirituality, bottom line, and your imagination. Pisces is a creative sign too. Let go of old emotional baggage. All right. So that's your mission this month, is we're going to let go of our old emotional baggage. No reason to carry it through to others. Mystic Shining says, yeah, I read once for a close friend and it was totally different. Yeah. Yep. That's right. That's how it feels for me. So anyway, thank you so much for joining. And if your birthday happens to be this week, all you Pisces folks, please treat yourself. Happy birthday to something delicious or something fun or a new pair of shoes or whatever it is that brings you joy. Celebrate you. Celebrate you. Melody, speaking of reflection, we have Mercury retrograde in a few days. That's right. I'm going to mention that here too. But it is, yep. We have a lot of Pisces activity too, and you'll see that in the astrology that I talk about today, the aspects. We got a lot of all eyes on Pisces now. So I do have a question. Did anybody feel that solar eclipse this past week? We had that annular solar eclipse. I didn't really feel it that much, except I felt it was weird because for 2 days right over the eclipse, I felt totally flat just emotionally flat. It was kind of weird. But I feel fine now. It passed. And anyway, that was kind of odd. I was just sort of feeling, and I think it was like a transition feeling. Like I needed to just kind of rest, whatever that is. Hi, Craig. Craig, how are you? Good to see you. And so, and then we had that big, long-awaited conjunction, Neptune-Saturn conjunction on Friday. This is what we call the Great Reset, right? This is that time we're calling the Great Reset. And that was one of the big aspects that we were looking at to bring in that new era. And I think we're starting to see all that truth bubbling up to the surface. Are we not? Excuse me. We've seen last week Andrew arrested and some other things. And we'll talk about that. Let's talk about the news. Warmer today, 54. Yes, we had a couple of cool days. Our weather tracks. We're about 6 hours away from each other, 7 hours. Denver to Albuquerque. And we tend to have pretty similar weather. We had just a tiny dusting of snow yesterday, in the morning when we got up, which, like I said, we've had so little snow. Some of you are getting a blizzard. Fatima, are you having snow? I know my New York friends and family are in the middle of a blizzard. 12 to 18 inches, they say. So please stay safe. Yes, Andrew was royally screwed. I think he royally screwed himself and others. Sorry. Yes. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. Yes, you're having snow. You're having snow where you are. Yes, but we're going to be close to 70 this week. Really quite warm, which I'm not going to complain about. I'll be complaining when, in the middle of the summer, they're going to be telling us we can't water our lawns or flush our toilets because we didn't have enough snow. Hi, Juanita. Hi. Oh, it's snowing in Maryland, CJ. Did you tell me what part of Maryland? Can't remember. I'm from Maryland originally. My brother still lives there. Did you say like Silver Spring or something like that? No. Columbia? Maybe that's it. It's rainy in Oregon. Oh, what we would give for a rainy day in Denver. It just doesn't rain very often here. PG County. Hey, I'm a PG County girl. Originally. PG County sits right outside of DC. Sometimes it gets a little bit of a bad reputation, but I'm no worse for the wear. I don't know what that is, Craig, but whatever. Okay. All right. So anyway, in the news this week, of course, we did have the big news with Andrew's arrest. That's interesting and sure to pay dividends. And by the way, when I looked at him, I want to say he looks terrified. Not just that he spent the day in jail being interrogated, but I think he's terrified of what they're going to find about him that implicates others. And as we know, this is a very dangerous underworld. And I think he's worried that he's going to be by somebody who's lurking in the shadows. Maybe our very own president. Never know. Juanita, if I have time, I will at the end, but we're going to do some TarotScopes today. Thank you. Okay, so we move on to the news then. So I talked about Andrew. We had the Winter Olympics carried on for the last week, and we saw some medals here in the U.S. and other countries as well, of course. Also some, kind of some defeats that were maybe unexpected. You'll see. I do cards for each sign of the zodiac. Maybe you'll get some messages there, Juanita. Anyway, today is the closing ceremony, so if you're into that, take a look, take a watch. Okay. More talk of aggression toward Iran by Donald Trump. And this is because, we have some aspects that are really kind of dicey this week, which I'll talk about in a minute. We have Mars and Uranus squaring off this week a bit. We also have more tensions with Russia and Ukraine in the Mideast. Continued aggressions, I should say, and tensions. And let's see, we also saw that SCOTUS, Supreme Court, ruled in 45's ruled against 45 in regards to the tariffs. They said they are unlawful. And everybody's speculating whether they are perhaps starting to see the light in going against Donald Trump. Meanwhile, he slammed the justices who voted against his tariffs. And curious whether anybody thinks that may have been a bad idea on his part, because they might not like that. Yes. Hi, Denise. Good to see you. And then he turned around, of course, and he announced in a chaotic way, as usual, 10% tariffs across the board. And then he changed his mind again. He tacoed again. He said 15% across the board tariffs, using another mechanism altogether. Trump also had his first Board of Peace meeting. And at the same time, the Pope rejected his invitation to join. Right? It's only $1 billion. Why? Hi, it's Scott, right? Scott Lawler, Scott S.K. Lawler. Remind me. Big snowstorms, like I was talking about, again in the Northeast. Be safe out there, everybody. I know where my son is in New York City. They're expecting 12 to 18 inches, and that's a lot. They have had a lot of bad weather, and all the way down into the Mid-Atlantic. We see it's snowing in Maryland. Yeah, that's correct, Scott. Okay, thank you. Okay, what else do we have? All this crazy weather is Uranus and Taurus energy. Uranus is stationing, and that can cause some rumblings with the earthquakes and volcanoes and weather and just things that are kind of out of control. Yes, you could change that on your profile if you want to be called by your name, or you could be called It's S.K. Lawler, I'm assuming. Sklaller. Also, there's been severe flooding in southern Europe and Southeast Asia, and a big cyclone in South Pacific as well. And folks, when we see all this water, we're in this Pisces Virgo axis, water, right? So this is why, again, we're seeing these big floods and things like that. We should expect to see a few more. Also, for entering fire, the axis. Oh, let's see. We're in the fire horse year, as you should say, and fire energy as well. So we are seeing wildfires in South America and in Australia and other places. Your meds are from Virginia? Oh, is that where you don't think they're going to get shipped, Craig? They should. I think they'll be okay. It's not going to be that bad in Virginia. I think they might get a little rain snow mix. Okay, and in tech news, this is kind of exciting. Breakthroughs in quantum computing. So I don't know if this is good or bad, but so they've had some breakthroughs in eliminating the noise that's encountered with quantum computing, which really kind of slows up the efficiency. So this is another step forward in bringing quantum computers into the mainstream. Also, there was a big AI summit in India where world leaders discussed innovations and challenges in AI, because we know there are both. There was a new discovery. This is kind of exciting. A new oxygen-containing gel was discovered, was invented to aid in the healing of diabetic wounds, especially helping people to avoid amputations. Okay, so it brings oxygen, draws oxygen to those areas so that it can heal. Researchers also in Tokyo created a new polymer molecule that was capable of carrying DNA into cells, which is a next generation advancement to improve how therapies and vaccines can deliver genetic material into the body. I would assume, since DNA is involved in cancer, this may be effective for cancer treatments as well. Yes, Veterans Administration. Oh, from the VA. Sorry about that. The VA, not VA. I lived in Virginia a long time. I see VA, I think Virginia. Yep, thank you. Yes. Let's see. So that's exciting. We also found there was a new study that finds that pecans, if you like pecans, this is good news. Or if you're from the South, you say pecans. But I say pecans. Pecans may substantially improve cholesterol and overall heart health. How about that? That's good news. Ladies, this is good news for the ladies and maybe men. New advances in male birth control approaches. There you go. US FDA announced it will drop the long-standing 2-study requirement for new drug approval. So, yes, walnuts are good too, but I think this study was specifically about pecans. I don't know if that's a good thing to drop the 2-study requirement. Maybe it was, some said that it was too, difficult and took too long to get new drugs to the market. But we hope that they'll release them in a safe way. Yeah. Let's see. But about time. Okay. To drop the 2-study requirement. Okay. So hopefully they'll just do a good, thorough job the first time. And finally, in the news this week, and I don't know if this is not a good thing, Trump issued an executive order this week prioritizing U.S. I can't speak. U.S. production of cancer-causing glyphosate herbicide. That's Roundup, right? And we know that it causes non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And the company that makes this product, Monsanto/Bayer, they were bought by Bayer recently, so they're called Monsanto Bayer. They made a big donation to Donald Trump's inaugural committee. And so I think that they're getting this is their quid pro quo. Yes. This is causing outrage among the Maha crowd as well. So, use your judgment, guys. Use your judgment. He's saying it's for national security. I don't think so. Okay. Craig, I picked up a Costco chicken this weekend too. They go a long way. It's a good deal. They call them, that's a loss. They call them a loss leader. People go into Costco to buy their rotisserie chicken. If you haven't had it, they're really good. But I think they lose money on it, but they know that you're going to go through and pick up all kinds of other stuff and pay the monies. Yes, it's less than $5. It's like, or right around. It's very, yeah. And roses. I never get roses there. Maybe I should. Okay, so what's happening this week astrologically? We've talked about the news, and I wanted to, by the way, the reason I'm talking about the world news is because all of these advancements that we're seeing and the friction and the weather things have everything to do with the astrology. Especially the technological advancements are coming forward because of this new age of Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius. Change with technology. Okay, bringing forward new things, and that's where we are. We're going to see a lot of really remarkable new technology over the next 12 to 14 years while Pluto's sitting in Aquarius. Yes, Monsanto is horrible. You ordered your wedding roses from there? Oh, that's a good idea. Platinum is a color Costco carries. You had platinum roses? Wow. I should tell my son that. They're looking at flowers for my son in New York. They're putting down payments on all the things since he's engaged now. Yeah, I should say I am putting down payments as well as her mother. Okay. The DJ was ridiculously expensive, by the way. They're getting a DJ. And more expensive down payment than the photographer. I don't know which is more important. I think the photographer. Anyway. Platinum and yellow. Oh, this sounds beautiful. Costco roses keep me out of the doghouse. Tell my hubby that. All right. So what do we have this week astrologically? Not too much. We had a big week last week with the Saturn Neptune conjunction and the eclipse. So today, Sunday, we have Sunday the 22nd of February. Venus forms a trine with Jupiter. The two greater and lesser benefics coming together. When this is a day when expansive Jupiter brings good luck and joy and beauty and prosperity to the forefront, right? This aspect enhances charm and optimism, facilitating romantic connections, financial growth, and successful creative pursuits. So good call on the roses. All right. Thursday, the 26th, Mercury goes retrograde. As we were just talking, Mercury will go retrograde again back into Pisces, and it will stay retrograde through March 20th. This transit brings potential for confusion, miscommunication, emotional sensitivity, requiring patience and clarity in dealing with murky situations. It's a time for reviewing rather than enforcing plans. It's not a good time for starting a new business or something like really consequential that you want to last. If you can't avoid it, like let's say buying a new car or a home, like not the best time to do that. So make sure you really do your due diligence with that. I've told this story to some of you. Many of you have heard, but last year, maybe it was a year and a half ago, every time Mercury went retrograde, my refrigerator died. I had 3 refrigerators in 1 year's time. I had to replace them because of defects and things like that. So this is when you could buy a car with a lemon or a refrigerator with a lemon. So that was not fun. Okay. Okay. Friday the 27th, the sun will form a conjunction with the North Node in Pisces. So again, Pisces activity. The retrograde is happening, Mercury retrograde happening in Pisces. So all eyes on Pisces. Sun conjunct North Node in Pisces. This signals a profound karmic realignment, illuminating a life path focused on developing your intuition. That's good. That's the Pisces. Compassion and surrender. This conjunction shines a light on your purpose, urging a shift from rigid logic toward trusting spiritual guidance. It represents walking by faith journey, a faith journey, right? And it's also about healing and creative expression. So that's cool too. All right. Same day, Friday, the 27th, Mars will square Uranus. And this is what I was talking about, conflict. We were talking about tensions with Iran and the Middle East. This would be, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some aggressive action, some missiles launched toward Iran this week. This signals highly volatile electrical, period marked by impulsive actions, rebellious energy, and a strong urge to break free from limitations. Often described as an explosive or annoyed mood, this transit frequently triggers sudden, unexpected changes, requiring flexibility to adapt to fast-paced shifts in circumstances. So let's think about, that's how I was just applying it to the world, but think about yourself, right? Make sure that you're not speaking out of turn to a partner, a loved one, to a boss, or to somebody in your family or a friend. Make sure that we keep our emotions, keep a lid on our emotions this time. Denise says, other flowers at Costco, if add sugar and water, they stay fresh for 6 weeks. Wow, that's cool. That's amazing. Last aspect I want to talk about this week is on Saturday the 28th, Mercury forms a conjunction with Venus. That means they look like they come together in the sky. And remember, Mercury and Venus and the Sun sort of all they move pretty closely together because they're the inner planets. But they're called the physical planets. They're the ones that are kind of like closest to our planet. So what does that mean? Mercury conjunct Venus. This is intellectual pursuits, Mercury. Intellectual mind meets artistry and beauty. So you might be drawn to somebody for their intellect, their ability to communicate. Maybe somebody gives a speech that just really catches your attention, or they write something beautiful, or very nice that you really are drawn to. You may want to start a podcast or write a blog at that time too. So really good time for that. Okay, and that's all I've got. So if you're new here, thank you for joining me. I do appreciate it. If you're new, I am Kelly S., the Mystic Next Door. I'm a healer and intuitive and a medium, as you see here. I also dabble in astrology. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you. I love seeing all my good friends here each week. So please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up, and I really do love your comments. Excuse me, frog in the throat. And if you're interested in a reading from me, you can go to my website at www.kellyhealing.com. Okay. You guys are still talking about the flowers. I love it. Okay. Now, those were the important astrological aspects for the week. Moving on to our TarotScopes. Somebody asked what they are. I will talk about that now. So this is the TarotScopes for all signs of the zodiac. Hi, Margaret. Good to see you. For the week of February 23rd to March 1st. Can you believe we're talking about March, guys? I can't believe it. This has been the fastest start to a year ever. Like, just every day is like, I don't know, just really racing by. I think we've squeezed a year into the first 2 months. So please remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planet that figures strongly in your chart. Remember also that we each have unique birth charts, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you want more detail, please take a look at your personal chart for more details. I always talk about this. I like to use astro-seek.com, and you can find your own birth chart. And you can also look up a transit chart to see what, it's like an overlay on your birth chart, what planets are passing by and triggering your personal planets. So today we are going to start, I think I'm back on track. We're starting with Aries, and I will be using my Light Seers Tarot today. Yes. I used them yesterday if you visited for the weekly readings. As usual, I will pull 3 cards for each sign of the zodiac, and that will give us a glimpse about the following. First card is the energy of the week. The second card is the caution of the week, if there is one. And the third card is the action. Okay, and we're beginning with Aries. Okay. Yes, too fast, Mystic Shining. Really, really fast. Okay. All right. Okay. Aries. Oh. Okay. Wow. Look at this. Energy of the week has been this 5 of Wands, this conflict card, or will be, I should say. It's a card of petty conflict, of really kind of immature action. Somebody might do something that gets under your skin. It's not tragic, but it is, something to pay attention to keep your temper under control. The caution of the week is the 10 of Wands, right? This is saying this might be a burden to you. Like maybe you're doing a little bit too much. Maybe you're carrying a heavy load, helping a loved one pay the bills, and it's really difficult for you, or helping somebody out that, it's really, maybe spending a lot of time helping somebody out moving or something along those lines. Like they're moving in this one. Or it's for you. It's just a lot on your plate. So just be mindful that this week might be a little bit crunchy. Action. So the world, though, the world says that things are changing and let's allow them to change, right? Like I said, we're into Pisces. Pisces is the end of the zodiac. Aries, you're next, right? We have to allow things, the old to go away. The Piscean energy says we're releasing the old. We're trusting so that the new can come in. And that's the action for you this week, Aries. Okay. Sip of my iced coffee, which is the ice is gone. Hello, Otelia. Good to see you. Okay. All right, moving on to Taurus. Taurus. Let me give it a quick shuffle. The Aries Sun, Odelia. Okay. Take it in stride, right? All right. Taurus. Okay. This is, oh, I see. Okay. All right. Well, the energy of the week for you is another 5. 5 of Swords is really kind of like somebody who's taken advantage, who's really bullied you. This is somebody who's like pulling rank or really just, kind of pull the rug out from under you. Hi, Crystal Blue. Good to see you. And so that may be the energy of the week for you, Taurus. I see how these readings are going to go already. Aries had some of that difficult energy too. The caution of the week. Well, I guess if this is a caution, the 8 of Pentacles would say something may be going on at work that's really kind of tricky for you. They might be downsizing in your office, or you might be, have had too much work piled on your plate because of other layoffs. The caution of the week is don't work too hard, right? So take it in stride. And the action this week, this is the card that some of you saw. I was shuffling before I joined this live stream, asking, what do I need to know? And the 2 of Pentacles popped out twice in a row, just flew out of my deck. This is a choice point, okay? 2 of Pentacles says we're juggling ideas. We have to we need to put something down in order to find balance in our life. This could be just like an idea of, do I need to stay in this job that's too, that's just really taking a toll on me? Do I want to stay in this relationship? Do I want to stay, do I want to make a decision to move across country back near family or something along those lines? So this is asking us to sort of choose a lane and get off the decision, the imbalance of having not made a decision. Okay. Gemini. You can see it's starting to get dark out. It's so beautiful that it's been staying light late. It's 5:38 where I am. And it is still light out. I can see the sun's going down though. Okay. Okay. All right. Energy of the week, Gemini, King of Swords. This is the thought leader. This is the intellectual power. And this is such a Gemini card, right? Gemini, you guys are the Gemini, the thought leaders. You're the communicators. You dive deep. Okay. Yes, there you go. And maybe sometimes you're an overthinker. Yeah, John and Margaret, Inspired to Create, our resident Geminis are here. Do you think you guys overthink it sometimes? But the King of Swords is a good place to be because it is a powerful position. Okay. The caution of the week is this 7 of Swords, right? 7 of Swords really does talk about deception in your life. Hi, Carol. Good to see you. So somebody might be deceiving you. Somebody might have, tricked you or taken something from you. This is a card of, somebody else does something to you, but it can also be you. Maybe you're not being honest with yourself about something. Okay. So be aware of that. The actions you should take. The Hermit says, go within. Get your meditative practice back on track again. Ask from within. Ask your guides to really kind of bring you some clarity on this situation, right? This guy is looking for clarity, and this one is saying, I need more answers. Okay. John Scarborough, how are you? He happens to be sitting in my downstairs. That's my hubby. All right. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Give him a good shuffle. Yes, you definitely overthink. John, do you overthink? I know the answer already. I already know. Our double Gemini. Yes. And yes, I need to start meditating again. Yes, that's my foot on the accelerator and one on the brake. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I like that. Yes. Okay. All right, Cancer. Well, this one, the tide seems to be turning for some of these readings now that we're into Cancer. We enter summer season, and the Page of Pentacles shows up. Page of Pentacles is all about manifesting your hopes and your dreams. This is following opportunities. It could be a new career, a new thing, a new lease on life, new health, right? It's new energy. And this does not look like a caution, okay? So the energy, the caution for the week doesn't look like a caution at all. This is the 10 of Pentacles, Cancer. This is all of the wealth and all of the resources and all of the family, security. Very, very nice. Okay. Very nice card. So 2 Pentacles, and look at you, Cancer. The Fool. The action is just do it. When we see the Fool, it's saying take the leap. So if you have an opportunity to, take a new class or to, sign on the dotted line for a house or start a new career, whatever it may be, this is a big one. This is the first sign of the zodiac. This is saying start that new journey now. Ready, set, go. Oh, you already admitted to that one? John, sorry. Okay. Leo. John, what's your rising sign? I tell him this all the time. He's got a Leo rising. I have a Leo moon. Oh, crystal blue, you're a Cancer. It's a good reading, right? Good reading for Cancer. I'm a Cancer rising. Okay. Ooh, Leo. Ooh, powerful week. Very interesting cards for you this week. All right. Energy of the week is the 2 of Cups. And I'll show you why I think they're interesting in a second. But I'm drawn to the hands, like really kind of joining hands with somebody else, joining efforts with somebody else. This could be love. This could be entering into a partnership of some sort, a work or some kind of relationship of some sort, new friendship. It's very nice energy. Marianne is Leo, Sun, Moon, and Venus. Oh my. Okay. Yeah, I have Moon and Mars in Leo as well. So There we go. All right, and the caution of the week, 9 of Swords. What are you worried about, Leo? It's not like you, Leo. You guys are usually confident, but this is saying something's worrying you this week. So be careful not to sit in your feelings and make sure that you're getting the rest that you need too. Okay? Don't let what ifs get in the way of life. Actions is the magician. Okay, this is why I wanted to say how interesting. Look at the energy. If you can look at the screen, look at the energy of these two cards. Their hands are so important, and they're drawing inspiration and power from the water energy. The magician is all powerful. They have the magic. They can make things happen. That infinity sign right over her head on the hood is all the power. You can make things happen the way that you want it if you put your mind to it. Okay. Very nice. Maybe a new relationship for some of you Leo folks, or a new partnership. That's good. Okay, Virgo. Give it a little shuffle, shuffle. You know what I noticed? Our little buddy hasn't come in to say hi. Is he down there with you, John? Our little buddy JPEG, my kitty. Our kitty, our son's cat. Adopted. Okay, good. Virgo. Oh, nice. Virgo. Okay. Wow, look at this. Excuse me. You get the World card. The World card. Okay, big change coming your way, right? This is endings of an old way, beginnings of a new, right? And we just had that eclipse that's in the Virgo and Pisces axis, right? So this is really a good time for you all to manifest the new things that you want in your life. So energy of the week is allow the old to go away and the new to come in. And just punctuating that is the caution of the week, the death card, right? This thing, allow the old things to, that oh, look, here he is. My kitty just showed up. Allow what's no longer needed to die away. The death card speaks about death and rebirth, right? Just like the World card. So let those changes happen. Don't resist. And action for you, Virgo, is start making plans, right? It's really time for you to make plans. Maybe this is a trip. You see she's looking out over the out the window, and there's a globe there, and you can see it down in the corner. There's a Volkswagen bus, right? I wonder if it's one of the new EVs. Anyway, this is a card of planning. So like it's saying, whole new you, the world is your oyster. Start making plans. Okay. Here he is. I love this kitty, but he does make it a little hard to shuffle. He heard me. Do you know what? I think he did. He likes to sleep on my pillow in our bed. So, all right, moving on to Libra. JPEG came just in time for his Libra reading. I wonder if he's a Libra. I'm curious what his sign is. Okay. Oh, wow. This is an interesting reading for you too, Libra. You get the Magician card as the energy of the week, Libra. Okay, so what are you manifesting? What are you making happen in your world? You have the momentum right now. Yes, Mystic Shining, Libra. Caution for the week is this 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups talks about having 3 cups spilled, but 2 remaining, right? So it's saying focus on the positive. Don't sit then don't dwell in the negative at this time. Hi, just visiting. Good to see you. I really do need to get that kitty sling because I have to use one hand to hold him up on my shoulder. Otherwise, he digs in. And just like Gemini, another air sign, Libra, we finished the week. The action is the Hermit card. Get meditating. You're not doing the inner work, right? Really, really start to focus within. To get some alone time, really kind of listen to your thoughts, listen to your higher self, your guides, your love, your ancestors, etc. Okay, 2 major arcana this week, Libra. Big week for you. Okay, I have to shuffle the cards now with one hand, so I'm going to do my best to shuffle. Okay, for Scorpio. Where's Scorpio? Oh, no. Okay. Scorpio, look at you. The Empress. Energy of the week, you are full of possibility. All of the possibility and abundance is coming your way this week. There for the asking. The 5 of Pentacles, though, is your caution. It's saying, maybe watch your health. This is a card of health or wealth. Feeling down and out, or maybe feeling a little depressed, right? Watch your mental state, your physical state, and your wallet as well. Pentacles are health and wealth, tangible things. And the action you should take is get going. The Knight of Swords talks about, actually putting your ideas into motion. You see this guy's running after his motorcycle, and he's going to hop on and take off with purpose. Usually we see a horse. This is a motorcycle in this card. So let's make sure that we actually get to it. This is another kind of let's go kind of card. Excuse me. Okay. I'm gonna have to do my special kitty shuffle, one hand shuffle. See what I can do. Okay. I dare ya. It's not easy. So I just cut the deck a few different ways, put the cards back in different spots, and then we're ready. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, moon and rising for Margaret. Okay. Oh, well, this looks like a good week for Sagittarius. All right. Ace of Wands. This is following your passion, starting a brand new venture or adventure, taking action in a whole new, whole new space. Let me take a sip. Yes, I had water here too. Yes, JPEG is here and he's, ouch, now he's biting me. No. Okay. All right, caution of the week is the Knight of Wands. Okay, when we see the Knight of Wands, this isn't usually a caution. But if it is, it's saying, you know what? Don't be impulsive. Don't be, too much in a rush. But it does speak to things speeding up for you. This is a fast card, right? This denotes speed and getting going, moving forward. And the action is the Page of Cups. All right. This is a card of, whimsy and surprise, something new coming in out of the blue that you weren't expecting, right? It's also saying tap into your creative side, your inventive side. So very good. So you've got kind of 2 new energies of newness coming in. Yeah, there he is. He's sitting right up there on his perch, that little kitty. And now I can get both my hands back. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn. Oh, it's 555 where I am. Change, right? You can't make this up. Capricorn's cards are mocking me right now. I was just saying change, and look what you got. You got the World card too for your first card. Energy of the week is change. Is all about endings and new beginnings, right? Allowing the old cycle to fade away and allowing the new cycle to begin. Yeah. It's 555 where you are too. Excuse me. And speaking of change, caution. This is a big change. The Tower card for some of you Capricorns out there are going to have really kind of fundamental changes. So this could be something you were expecting. This might be something that you weren't expecting. But because it's surrounded by some good cards, and I'll show you the third, I wouldn't worry about it. This is something that was meant to fall away. Okay? So it's like the universe is creating the environment for you to change. Okay. And then we go to the Three of Wands. The action is look out over the horizon to see what it is that you want to bring forward for you. You've already set the ball into motion. When we see the Three of Wands, this could be something overseas. It could be maybe a trip overseas. But it's usually about something coming forward to you, right? And we're waiting. We've done the hard work and now we're waiting, right? This could be a love life situation, a romantic situation. This could be the offer for a new position or a new opportunity coming in for you, but it's coming in. Big changes, Capricorn. And the last sign of, nope, not last, lied. We have two more. Aquarius is next. We have Aquarius and Pisces. And then I'll do 3 cards for the collective for this week. Okay. Excuse me. We're just seeing a lot of repeat cards, so take notice, guys. All right, I do shuffle them. So Aquarius, you get the energy of the week is the 5 of Wands. I can't remember who that was. Might have been Aries who had this as well. Remind me. Again, this is just petty conflict. This is like a rock in your shoe, right? Something that's really pestering you. Maybe it's just knowing that you've got to get your taxes done, or something that's just really annoying that we don't want to do. It's just kind of holding us back from moving forward. Okay. 5s are change agents, though. We just talked about 555. 5s are always change agents when they come forward. You're Libra, Scott. Oh, you changed your name. Look at you. There you go. Okay. The caution doesn't feel like a caution for you either. 2 of Wands. Start making plans. Make your plans. Maybe for travel. Maybe for, putting in your resignation at work because there's another opportunity coming for you. Maybe this is for like changing homes, like moving across town or moving across the country. What is that? And the action this week is to remember that what's fair is coming forward for you. So perhaps you've been kind of on the raw end of something here. Well, fairness, what's just is coming forward for you with the Justice card, right? Balance, fairness coming forward for you, Aquarius. And now our last sign of the zodiac, Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. We are fully immersed in Pisces season right now. Lots of Pisces energy. please tap into your dreams, your creative pursuits. Like, when's the last time you played the piano or picked up your paints, you wrote something creatively? Tap into that now. Pisces. Okay. I feel like you got your card. This one card always reminds me of Pisces. So, not this one, but the next one. The 9 of Cups is the energy of the week for you, Pisces. This is like, look at that energy. It's like breakthrough energy. It's joy. It's like you've worked so hard for this, and now you can enjoy it. It's happiness. It's contentment. It's your wishes coming true, right? And it might be a birthday wish. Okay. And oh man, this is a good one for you, Pisces. I know we got a lot of Pisces out there. This feels like such a Pisces card because it's the Page of Cups. It is very creative. It's very whimsical. I just talked about this. It's surprise. This is in the caution area, but it doesn't feel like a caution. This is new energy that brings you joy. Very, very nice. Excuse me. And then the action, another card about your wishes coming true. The Star card says, you've placed a wish on the star, and now your wish is coming true. Okay. Maybe you said, I would like to, go on a cruise around the world, and you found the money to do it. Maybe it's, I've, hoped for, to retire soon, and you see the opportunity. These are things that are really monumental with the Star card. One of my favorite cards. Look at that. Beautiful. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Thank you, Mona Lee. I appreciate that. All right. So that we've already gone all the way around the zodiac. We just have a small crowd tonight, don't we? That's okay. I love seeing you guys here. Now I'm going to just pull 3 cards for the collective, right? And remember, if you are interested, I do have appointments. Thank you, Margaret, for putting that up. She put my website up there, so thank you so much for doing that if you're interested. And we're going to just see what we need to know for this week. Yeah. Okay. All right. I get this. I get this very much. We have the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. 8 of Wands talks about speed, messages. It's like rapid. It's kind of alignment. We're moving now in an aligned way, faster and faster. This card says to me, time is speeding up. And what did we say at the beginning of this? We said time is really taking off. Like, this is the fastest 2 months I've ever experienced in my life. Okay, so time is indeed speeding up. They're just validating that for us. 7 of Cups. This is decision time. This is a little confusion. Pisces comes with confusion sometimes. Like, clear the decks, clear the air, make sure that you see things clearly, and make it all it's really saying is, like, make a decision. Let yourself see things clearly, and then you can move forward with confidence. And now that time is speeding up, right? The 3 of Pentacles says collectively it's time for us to start rebuilding the society, the world, the community that we want for ourselves. This is a collective card, working with each other. This is building new foundations, solid foundations for a long-lasting future. Okay? I like it, guys. I like it very, very much. So I hope everybody has a really beautiful night. We did this in just over an hour. So that's great. And I want to wish everybody a really beautiful week. I might come on again midweek because the news is coming so fast and furiously that I feel like we need weekly dowsing rods. Okay. I love the dowsing rods. They provide answers. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming. And please like and subscribe and all the good YouTube-y things. It really helps my channel. And feel free to share if you feel called to do so. And everyone have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.